KCRA 3. We begin with breaking news.
And of course, it has been a busy weather day across Northern California. Thank you for joining us on this Weather Alert Day. I'm Andrea Flores.
And I am Brittany Hope. The valley saw rain throughout the day. On the left, we're going to show you video from the Midtown area in Sacramento. Rain coming down. Some people were braving the wet weather. The wind, though, continues to be the big issue today. Right in the middle of your screen is video from Sacramento. The trees being whipped around. Someone even losing their umbrella there in the middle. On the right, of course, the Sierra seeing a lot of snow right now. This video on the right side of your screen is from around noon today. Total whiteout conditions along I-80 at Old Age Road. You can see the roads were covered in snow here. We have it all for you. We have the rain, the snow, the wind. There was a lot to cover today.
Yeah, it didn't stop some people from getting that run in, though. We just showed you what conditions were looking like throughout the day. Now we want to give you a live look outside, and this is from our Sacramento sky camera. And again, this is just an indication of the impacts that we've been seeing. You can see that camera moving up and down, bobbing around there. Not too bad right now. Earlier, about 2 hours ago, we were seeing those cameras really whipping around, but right now, not looking as bad. We want to show you this, though, a live look from our Will Hereford sky camera. This is in Stockton, and you can see a couple of raindrops there. It does look like we have a break in the clouds, but again, we've seen just pockets of rain, pockets of wind across our entire viewing area.
Of course, we are working to keep you updated on all things weather related today. We have been live on air for hours with the latest.
And we have live team coverage of the wind, rain, and snow for you. We want to start with KCRA 3's Aaron Heft and Leanne Denyer. They are all out live in the field, holding on to their hats out there. Of course, they've been bringing you the very latest conditions, and meteorologist Dirk Verdorn tracking your forecast. So we want to start with Dirk. Dirk, what are we seeing right now?
Yeah, well, you were mentioning that some of the cameras maybe not jiggling as much. Well, looks can be deceiving because we still have very strong winds out there, and it really depends on the direction that the camera is pointed. When you get that wind coming across it, then it shakes a lot more than whether it's pointed into it or away from those winds. But here we can see the winds getting pushed around pretty good as we take a live look at the Old Town area of Sacramento. Very strong winds. Here's a look at the current wind gusts that we're seeing. Now, they are still very strong, anywhere from 48 miles per hour in Modesto to 51 in Stockton and Fairfield, as well as Sacramento, 45-mile-an-hour wind gusts in Yuba City, 52 in Placerville, and 45-mile-per-hour wind gusts currently in Auburn. Here's a look at the peak wind gusts. And these were just this past hour. We saw these wind gusts in places like Placerville and Ione at 64-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Very strong wind gusts. Sac International Airport has gotten up to 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Mather 62 and McClellan Airport 61 miles per hour. What's interesting, just to throw in for a side note, Mount Diablo had wind gusts up to 78 miles per hour. Well, I just looked this past hour and we got up to 84. So we have seen those winds continue to increase again in the upper elevations there. So that's it's about 3,800 feet above all, everything that's going on down in the valley. And so they get just kind of that unobstructed wind that comes over the top of Mount Diablo. So much stronger there. But right now we are looking at those strong winds. And as we progress with our future cast here, those wind gusts are going to stay fairly strong for at least the next couple of hours. So as we go through, again, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and as we finally get to 8 o'clock, we should see the winds start to ease up a little bit. Those winds will continue to taper off as we head into Monday morning, and then Monday afternoon. We are looking at those winds eventually dropping off with gusts that will be ranging more in the 15 to over 20 mile per hour range. So that's what's going on with the winds. Now back over to you.
All right, Dirk, thank you so much for that closer look. In one Sacramento County neighborhood, a tree fell onto a home and caused a water main line to break.
KCRA 3's Aaron Heft has been in the neighborhood now covering this for us. Aaron, last time we saw you, it looked like the water flow was slowing down, but there was still a ton of flooding. That's still the case, right?
This affecting the entire neighborhood out here. Take a look for yourself. This massive tree fell over, not just hit a car, not just one home, but two homes, crushed a fence and a water main break. Walk with me this way. We're going to be careful, though, not to walk underneath any trees. Trees are toppling over. They're taking wires down. You need to be careful if you're watching us. But it's still gushing out. This water main is just causing issues right and left down this street. And take a look. If you take a look down the street right now, it looks like a river crews, not just fire crews, but also now utility crews working to ensure that the grates are clear so that people can actually not get flooding in their neighborhood. It's actually getting a lot worse in the last 10 minutes or so. It got better for a second, and now it's getting exceptionally worse. The people who live in the house that's most affected, they're not home. Best news, There are no injuries, but 2 homes affected, tree into a car and into a water main, missed a gentleman by just like the skin of his teeth. And now crews are really working to ensure that these grates are absolutely clear. You can see water travels to the grate, brings debris to it, and they're working to ensure that leaves and branches like this are not in the way so this doesn't flood the neighborhood. I'm gonna send it back to you.
Erin, thank you so much for that look from Carmichael. And the weather is leading to power outages, not only here at home, but also across the state. So here's a live look at a map showing current power outages across the state. Right now, more than 680,000 people in California are without power. That's customers. And as you can see, most of the power outages are along the coast and in Southern California, the Bay Area, also dealing with its fair share of outages. Here in our region, nearly 144,000 people are without power in Sacramento County, and that is the most in the state. More than 31,000 people are without power in Solano County, and roughly 42,000 people are in the dark in San Joaquin County.
Yeah, we are getting slammed with this. So many folks dealing with those power outages right now, especially as the sun starts to come down here in a bit. In Midtown Sacramento, the winds are blowing down trees, causing damage. We know that crews have been working to try to get things cleared out. KCRA 3's Leanne Denier is live for us in Midtown, where some cars were crushed by those trees. Leanne, what are crews out there doing now?
Well, we have seen a bit of improvement. So right now we are on 15th in Sacramento's Midtown, and I want to take you a little bit closer where you can see crews have done a fantastic job of getting this cleaned up over the last hour or so. Earlier today, one of these large trees fell onto 15th, blocking the entire roadway, and this is what's left at this point, and you can see crews are working to get all of these branches cleaned up, trying to get this roadway clear for the many people that do live and work in this area. The second thing that we've been keeping an eye on is the work that's happening up much higher. I'm going to have the camera go up where we can see one of those crew members is up there working to get this tree to a place where they feel that it is safe, chipping away at those large branches, and they have been coming down over the last little while as they are working to get this into a place where they feel comfortable and feel safe. Some of the cars here on this road, on this stretch of 15th, have been damaged as the wind continues to gust in the Sacramento region throughout the day today. And we've been seeing this within the city limits, but also out in the county as well. Just a very active, very busy weather day, but thankful to report, to our knowledge, nobody was hurt here in this Midtown situation that happened earlier on today in Sacramento. Leanne Denier, KCRA 3 News.
Leanne, thank you so much from the coverage out in Midtown. And we also know the weather is having an impact on flights in and around the Sacramento International Airport. We know departures and arrivals are seeing impacts. This is a live look at the airport's flight status page. We know that Southwest Airlines is experiencing the most delays, roughly a dozen flights canceled just today, both arriving and departing. Other airlines are also seeing some delays, some major, some not so bad, but of course there are some flights that didn't experience any issues and left on time. So we're kind of seeing a little bit of everything. And of course, if you have any travel planned for later tonight or tomorrow, you will want to contact your airline and see if you need to make any of those accommodations, because as we know in the past, once you see one canceled flight, that really starts to cause a ripple effect for folks leaving and coming into the Sacramento International Airport.
We want to turn now to meteorologist Dirk Van Oren. Dirk, we're also dealing with rain and snow. It's not just the wind that's the story here today.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting because we had the bulk of our rain this morning and overnight last night, and then the rain started to become more showery. We had some breaks, a little bit drier. The sun started to come out, and you're thinking, oh, it's pretty nice. And then right around 11, 12 o'clock this afternoon, we had the winds really start to become the main story with this system. But we still do have some areas of snow as we take a live look here from our Lake Tahoe sky camera on the South Shore. Can't see the mountains because of that low cloud cover and the snow that is falling over the crest of the Sierra. So we do have some snow. We have some rain. We'll take a look at where we're seeing some of the heavier rain right now, and it's moving out of Lake County. You can see that in through Colusa County, even in portions of Glenn County where we have the heavier rain. But boy, Colusa's been one spot that you've been getting that rain pretty heavy for an extended period of time. So you're going to see some rain, the water starting to build up a little bit. Arbuckle also getting a pretty good steady rain. And then near Yuba City, just some scattered showers. We're seeing that also in the Oroville area. area. Other spots where we're seeing some rain from Rio Vista towards Sacramento, just some scattered showers. Davis, you're getting some rain, as well as Dixon. Stockton getting an occasional rain shower, but nothing too heavy. And then you just have scattered showers working their way up through Tuolumne and into Calaveras counties. Upper elevations getting some snow, but the snow really not materializing too much. Again, fairly light at this point, but we do expect and anticipate more heavy snow as we go through the night tonight and into tomorrow. So I-80, here we go, Donner Summit. You can see roads clear. We still have chain controls, but the roads are clear right now. So as far as travel goes, not too bad. There is some wind. We're looking at wind gusts closer to 30 to 40 miles per hour as opposed to the 50 to 60 mile an hour winds we see. So here's your snow totals. We're seeing anywhere from 6 up to 15 inches of snow so far, but we are going to be adding to these totals, like I said, through tonight and into tomorrow. Brittany?
All right, Dirk, thank you. And staying in the Sierra at Heavenly Mountain Resort, the winds forced officials to close all the lifts there. All of the lifts were on a wind hold for most of the morning and early afternoon. Then just before 1:30, the resort announced the canyon would be closed for the entire rest of the day.
And we have more reports of trees down in Modesto. Celeste Nosa sent us this photo, and she says a tree fell on a vehicle. This is on Tully Road and Ronald Avenue. And here's another view of that tree and the damage you can see it caused to the sidewalk here. That tree completely uprooted here, causing major damage to the sidewalk and to this residential area. In terms of the Sacramento region, we do want to remind you that Sacramento Regional Transit, SAC-RT, has said all light rail service is temporarily suspended due to high winds, power outages, and debris on tracks. So something to keep in mind if you have any travel.
A massive thank you to viewers who are sending us their photos and videos. A reminder to send those in only if it's safe to do so. They really help us tell the weather story. To stay updated on all things weather, download the KCRA3 app. You can use the interactive radar and get hour-by-hour forecasts where you live. It is also free to download. You can stay updated on our website, too. That's KCRA.com.